Come on now, miss. Let's keep moving. It's on your right. Here.
No. No, I'm going to be in charge of this second.
So each one has a side, so expecting to believe that's all you were doing there.
Here we are. Good luck. She's all yours, sir.
Sophie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay. Let's see. 21 years old, working at the Clarington for over a year. Husband?
I'm sorry?
Are you married?
No, not yet. I live with my mother. She's sick, so I have to take care of her.
No father?
No. It's always just been me and my mom.
All right, Miss Roy. I need you to tell me everything that happened, starting with this morning.
Oh, par la fontaine, les filles s'en vont et s'y promènent au bras des garçons. Tu les entraînes au cœur des buissons où elles étrennent l'amour en saison. Tu les enchaînes dans un tourbillon de vrais poèmes, car dans les frissons naissent toujours les plus belles chansons d'amour. Au clair de la fontaine, j'ai vu dans tes yeux mille couleurs. Quand la claire fontaine s'amusait au jeu de nos deux cœurs.
Document's done.
Longtemps de ce vieux phare.
Nothing like a well-made bed. Good enough. That's a lot of money to owe. Just what did you get yourself involved in? Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe? Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe?
About that nut house they want to build next door?
Yeah, it creeps me out. Imagine all the weirdos who'll start hanging around the hotel.
I can think of someone who'll feel right at home. Look at her, always glued to that gossip magazine.
Do you think she has any real friends? Or is it just Gracie, Joan, and Marilyn?
Well, when your own life is that dull, you need to get your excitement somewhere. Oh, did you see Rebecca come in this morning? She was wearing the same clothes.
Now, don't you think you're overreacting? This is exactly the kind of behavior Linda warned me about.
She's doing everything she can to break us apart.
Sophie speaking.
Hey, it's Beth. Do you think you could come up real quick?
Sure. I'll be right there.
You're right, you shouldn't.
No, you're right, I've been blind. I was so in love with
Let's see what Beth wanted to talk about. I should talk to Beth at the front desk. Poor Nicole. No one should be stuck cleaning up. Hey, Beth.
Hey there. So, who's sleeping?
Sleep what?
You were whispering just now on the phone, so I thought maybe Eugene or Bobby were napping in the break room again.
Oh, yeah, no. It's Jacques and Wendy. They were, in the middle of something.
Ugh, it's so awkward when they start making out like no one's watching. Get a room. We literally work in a hotel.
They weren't kissing this time. They were fighting.
Oh, this is entertaining. I mean, oh no, why?
I'm not completely sure, but it sounded like Linda had something to do with it.
Ugh, that bitch.
Beth?
Trust me, she deserves it.
I don't get why everyone hates her so much. Linda's always nice to me.
To you, maybe, but she's just the worst to every girl she perceives as a threat.
A threat? A threat to what?
I don't know. Her place as Bernard's right hand, I suppose.
So, you're saying I'm not a threat?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Linda thinks that, but that's her mistake. I know there's more to you than meets the eye.
Oh. Thanks. So, you said you needed me? My help, I mean.
Oh, right. Wanna guess why?
I'm really bad at guessing games.
It doesn't have to be a good guess. Just say the first thing that comes to mind.
I don't know. Please just tell me.
Well, if I can't make you work for it. A nice gentleman decided it was time to redesign the lobby and helped us by knocking over that vase on his way out of the hotel.
That's it?
I would do it myself, but the last time I tried to leave the front desk, Bernard emerged from his lair to scold me about procedures and whatnot.
Well, we can't have the beauty of the Clarington Hotel take absence from her throne, can we?
Oh, the people would riot.
Bernard especially.
Bernard's hardly the people. Anyway, I have to get back to work. There's a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office, I think.
Thanks. I'll see you around. That smell. If only we were allowed in there. My rag isn't gonna be enough for a mess like this. Better get a mop. Chocolate mousse cake. Maybe Bobby wouldn't mind sneaking me a slice. Ugh.
Linda, Wendy's great at her job. Guests absolutely love her and...
Not just guests, apparently.
Oh, God damn it, Linda! I only like her because guests like her. Making sure guests are happy is my job, after all.
You don't seem to care whether I'm happy.
Listen, if Wendy wasn't doing her job, that'd be another story, but I can't just fire her without good reason.
What if she stirred up trouble among the staff? Would that be a good reason?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew, hi. I'm sorry, I was just...
Spying on our manager?
No, I heard something, and I...
Hey. It's okay, I'm just pulling your leg. I'm sorry I scared you.
I'm not used to having people around me while I work.
Yeah, you're always working alone up there, aren't you? I actually think it's the first time I've seen you down in the lobby. Don't tell me you've been sent to clean up after the Valentine's Day ball.
No, Beth called me. A guest knocked over a vase and made a mess in the lobby.
Yeah, I saw that catastrophe happen. Just what we need, huh?
Well, I'd rather be doing that than cleaning the reception hall with Nicole.
Oof. Yeah, I don't even want... I know chocolate fountains are for dipping, but I didn't expect to find some...
How?
No idea. You must see plenty of weird stuff too, right?
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you found in a guest...
It's a bit gross.
Oh. I hope it's got nothing to do with...
God, I hope so too. A few weeks ago, I walked into a room and found the trash can filled with... It's okay. I need to...
Yeah, alright. Take care.
You too.
As if it wasn't enough having to deal with endless letters of advice from Ryzen.
Raymond? What does he want?
He wants you to lower a room.
Now's probably not a good time to disturb Bernard. Okay, let's get that mop from the supply closet. Bobby made it very clear he doesn't like anyone walking into his kitchen uninvited. Stairs, exercise. Elevator, convenience. Yeah, elevator wins this time.
I'm really sorry about that. I'll have a word with her.
Oh, Jacques. Leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard to kill you?
That sounds...
That smell. If only we were allowed in there.
Of course, of course. We're all grateful that your employer chose the Clarington for this stay.
My rag isn't gonna be enough for a mess like this. Better get him up.
Yes. I'll speak to my manager and see what we can...
Beth said there was a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office. Now's probably not a good time to disturb Bernard. Okay, let's get that mop from the supply closet. Can't leave that puddle in the lobby. That's just asking for trouble.
Beg your pardon? You want me to...
Ew. I better throw that away. A film roll? The guest must have dropped it when he knocked over the vase. Probably should return it to him. Now I just put the leaves back in the vase, and it'll be like nothing ever happened. Maybe Beth remembers who knocked...
I understand, Mr. Ramsey. I wish I could make the snowstorm disappear. I really do, but sadly, that's not within my power.
Beth, who knocked over that vase?
Mr. Spade.
Mr. Spade?
Well, I can check with the airport and let you know when flights resume. Until then... Yes, I know. You've said that already. But... no, that's very unlikely.
So, which room are you staying in, Mr. Spade?
Welcome to speak to my manager if you'd like. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to talk to you. Well, for that, you'd have to talk to my manager's manager.
No, that's not it.
Sadly, he doesn't have a phone. He's a bit of an old-fashioned fella.
Beth said Mr. Spade.
Yes?
Room 505. Great. That's on my floor. I can return that film roll without going out of my way.
Then you clasp your hands together and think really hard about just how much you want the snowstorm to end. It may help to repeat his name, too. It's, God?
Now's probably not a good time to disturb Bernard.
Very sympathetic to your plight.
Once I put these plants back in their vase, I can head up to the 5th floor. Stairs, exercise. Elevator, convenience. Yeah, elevator wins this time. Oh, shock. Leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard? That smell. If only we were allowed in there. Come on, Sophie. You're not gonna carry those plants around the hotel, are you? Let's put them back where they belong. Come on, Sophie. You're not gonna carry those plants around the hotel, are you? Let's put them back where they belong. Shock. Leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard to kill you? Come on, Sophie. You're not gonna carry those plants around the hotel, are you? Let's put them back where they belong. Almost forgot. There's something so peaceful about looking out at a storm. From the inside. Where it's warm. And dry.
Hold it, please. Phew, made it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Was it you who cleaned the puddle by the restrooms?
Was I not supposed to?
Well, Eugene asked us not to touch anything until he's repaired the leak, but it's probably safer this way. Someone could have slipped on it.
Which floor?
Oh, 6th. Thanks.
What's the big rush?
I need to bring this to our VIP guest, the one who rented the entire floor.
Oh, is it that British man I keep hearing about? He's sort of a celebrity, isn't he?
He sure acts like one.
I wish I was assigned to clean his room. Can you imagine the weird things I'd find?
Be careful what you wish for.
Can't you tell me who he is?
I've never actually met him. I always talk to his assistant. Only Bernard knows his identity. I do have a suspicion, though.
Oh?
But I'm not sure I should say it.
Can't you at least...
Okay, let me think. Whew. Saved by the bell.
Hey, come on. Don't leave me hanging.
Let's just say I like to prolong the suspense.
Wait, is that the hint?
Who knows?
Fair enough. Have fun up there.
You too.
Mr. Spade? Mr. Spade? What is this?
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking. What can I do for you on this very fine day?
Beth, I need your help.
Sophie? What's going on?
I think Mr. Spade's stalking me while I work.
Really? I knew it!
You did?
I mean, I knew there was something fishy about him. He just has creep written all over his face, you know? How did you find out?
He took pictures of me. I found them hanging over the bathtub. He set up a kind of dark room.
Pictures of you? Doing what?
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but sometimes when I clean the rooms, I get a little curious and, you know, snoop through our guest stuff.
Sneaky. And Mr.
Yes. I think we should call the police.
No, that's a terrible idea.
But
Sophie, that man has pictures of you running your hands through people's stuff.
But I didn't steal anything. I was just snooping, I swear.
I know, but say a client reports something missing, those pictures would put a big red target on your back.
Well, I threw them out.
Yeah, not your worst idea, but you found the pictures drying over the bath, right?
Yeah?
I'm no photographer, but I've been in one of those dark rooms before.
You have?
Yeah, I modeled for a while. Anyway, what I'm getting at is, those pictures were developed recently, but it doesn't mean there aren't more elsewhere.
Well, I didn't look through the entire room, but there is a safe here.
I bet you anything there'll be more pictures in there.
Do you have the safe combination then? I'm pretty sure it's locked.
Give me a minute. Merde. Those idiots.
What?
I can't find the combination list. The night staff's probably lost it again. Anyway, we always ask that clients write down their code somewhere so they don't have to call reception a dozen times. Maybe you can have a look around the room, and I call you if Mr. Creep comes back. You know, so you can get out of there in time.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, and Beth?
Mm-hmm.
Please keep this between us.
Of course.
Locked. There has to be a key somewhere. Is this from Harry's? I mean, it's a popular spot, but... I just visited the oratory for the first time in years. This has to be a coincidence, right? Beaver Lake? That's where I took Mom skating last month. Why is this up here? These look like numbers. Sort of. This was the sale where I found that winter jacket that Mom loves. Were you there too? Is this a floor of the Clarington? One man's trash is another maid's trash. I hope you weren't eating those beans. Morgan. Is that your real name? Why did you check in under Mr. Spade? Request to move to 507. Why did you want to change rooms? I'd forget my own head if I didn't write everything down. I guess we have that in common. do we have here? You are going back to my cart. You're pawning off your possessions? What do you need the money for? No combination, no entry. You spent 10 years in a psychiatric hospital. And it looks like you left with a long list of diagnoses and prescriptions. That letter from Bernard, was there anything on the back? I think there was something on the back of Bernard's letter. I should check again. That letter from Bernard, was there anything on the back? Oh, I left the clean towels on my cart. Did you intend for me to discover your little dark room? Or did this just fall down? I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. Does carrying this everywhere really make us better maids? Bernard seems to think let's put those on the bathroom shelf. Not right now, Sophie. No combination, no entry. Are they guests here? That was taken in the lobby. You're going through their trash? Why are you following them? I should make sure I've checked every page of the journal. M and H. Maybe Beth could find them in the logbook.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hold on. Andrew. Andrew. Cover for me, will you?
What's going on?
Hey, Tintin. Just do it. Sorry about that. So, found anything on Mr. Spade?
Well, Mr. Spade isn't even his real name.
What? What is it then?
Paul Morgan.
Ooh, I can see why he changed it. So, did you open the safe? What was in it?
A journal.
His journal? Does he say why he's stalking you?
No, but it seems he's stalking 2 other people as well.
Oh, who are they?
They're guests. I don't know their names, though. I was hoping you could find them in the logbook.
Well, Snoopy, although it may seem like it, I'm not actually clairvoyant, so I'll need something to narrow the search. Do you know anything about them?
From what I can gather...
Okay.
Do we have a lot of couples?
Well, yes, it would...
Oh.
Oh, I'll need a little more to go on.
I found out that Mr. Morgan made a request to be transferred to room 507, but it was denied because...
That's Mrs. Beaumont's room.
Exactly.
Why change rooms when his entire setup is in 505?
I'm not sure. I just thought it might be related.
Maybe, but... would you look at that? There's a couple staying in room 509, Hector and Marcella Cruz.
509? Oh, Mr. Morgan must have wanted to move to 507 to get closer to them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
How are the Cruzes linked to me, though? I mean, why?
My guess would be that they're his real target. Maybe he saw you snooping around their room.
When did they check in? I haven't been in 509 for over a week, so that...
Then I really don't know.
I do actually.
Then maybe you go clean it and have a little...
Yeah, nothing unusual here. Just a maid.
That's my girl.
I'll call you if I find anything.
Just be careful, okay?
I will. I promise. I must have forgotten my keys in the break room again. Come on, Sophie. That door won't magically unlock just because you want it to. I need my keys. I'll need my keys to enter room 509. I should probably check the break room. Maybe I shouldn't wander around with my pockets full. Is there anything I can put down? Okay, Sophie, back to the basement. Did I miss something in here? I should move on for now, but maybe I can come back later if I have a spare moment. Maybe I shouldn't wander around with my pockets full. Is there anything I can put down? I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. Come on, Sophie. That door won't magically unlock just because you want it to. I need my keys. I think I have all the supplies I need. Come on, Sophie. That door won't magically unlock. Come on, Sophie. That door won't magically unlock just because you want it to. I mean, Linda's been putting these everywhere lately. It's weird that Bernard allows it. I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. Ooh, there's a gold brief. I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. Another day, another dirty dish. I'm sure I'll find more laundry. I had my keys with me during break. I must have forgotten them in the break room. Shoot. It's locked. I guess I'll have to get Linda's master key instead. It's locked. The way they look at each other, you can tell it's the real deal. Fine, keep your secrets, locker. People don't usually leave these unlocked. Open sesame, off limits. It's locked. Keep your secrets, locker. It's locked. Rebecca's had her hands full lately. I hope she's doing okay in there. Linda usually leaves a master key in the women's locker room. And to whom? That'll do. I'll just have to make sure I don't forget to return it. Opens, off limits. Haven't gotten any tips so far today. Fine. Keep your secrets, locker. It's locked. Off limits. It's locked. tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie. Right, the master key only unlocks the guests' rooms. I'll have to get my keys later. At least I can get into 509 now.
Hey, you.
Oh, hey, Beth. On break already?
Sadly, no. I have an express delivery to make to the 6th floor.
Isn't that Jacques or Andrew's job?
Well, they're both busy, so... What about you? I thought you'd be in 509.
I'm heading up now. I just had to grab Linda's master key before I could continue our investigation.
Oh, I see. Well, this has been quite the day so far, hasn't it? I can't remember the last time work was this interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it. That's not all, though. While I was looking for my keys, I found some graffiti on Linda's door.
What kind of
The words, hypocrite bit. I wonder who could have written.
If I had to bet, I'd put Linda's been treating her like her...
I get Wendy's
Sorry, but Linda's...
I know she can be harsh. Maybe Wendy should have tried talking.
For that to happen, You know, I don't know. Maybe it's because my empathy only goes so
Oh, thank you.
Anytime. Well, this was a lovely chat, but I better see if Eugene is around maintenance. Hopefully he can help me find this thing for our esteemed guest.
Yeah, we've both got a lot on our plates today.
I can't wait to find out more about our friends H&M. Take care.
You too.
Oh, I do have 506 next on my list. Should I pop in before checking out 509? Oh boy, someone's been living it up. All that's missing are the pillows. No combination, no entry. I'll hold off on throwing this out just yet. The food's practically untouched. These are lovely. I wish you'd had more confidence. Looks like someone tore that note apart, but I'm missing some pieces. I can't... Someone's been sleeping here. I should leave it as it is. Cruz got her personal information stolen. Is Mr. Morgan behind it? Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. Maybe I'll find more of those torn paper pieces if I keep cleaning the room. I'll hold off on throwing this out just yet. The food's practically untouched. More work for poor Rebecca. Hang in there, Reb. Someone's been sleeping here. I should leave it as it is. Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. This looks right up Andrew's alley. I wonder if he's read this one. Am I reading this right? The account's been emptied. Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. Where could the rest of that note be? Should I check the other garbage cans, maybe? It's some kind of code. Could I break it? I should keep an eye out for those symbols. Not exactly a cherished gift, if you just left it behind like this. Another day, another dirty dish to pick up. I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. What were you apologizing for? And were you forgiven? Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. I will leave notes in the vent next to your room.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
Hey Beth, it's me.
Hey, so, how did the snooping go? Find anything?
I did. I found a message written in strange symbols. A kind of secret code.
A secret code? Well, spill the beans. What did it say?
I will leave notes in the vent next to your room.
In the vent? Who the hell does that?
I don't know, but whoever the message was intended for went through a lot of trouble to hide it. It was torn in 12 pieces and scattered in 3 different trash cans.
So the cruises are keeping secrets from each other. Do you think one of them's having an affair?
Well, that's possible. It's quite obvious they're having marital problems.
What makes you say that?
I'm pretty sure the husband was sentenced to sleeping in the living room. I found a pillow and some sheets on the couch.
Okay, so maybe he snores a lot. Or he kicks her in his sleep. I've been elbowed by my sister more times than I can count. Some people are just bad sleepers. Is that all you've got?
I also found an apology note, neatly folded next to a room service tray. I think Mr. Cruz wrote it.
Oh, yeah. Then he's definitely having an affair. Mrs. Cruz found out, so he tried to apologize, but she kicked him out of the bedroom anyway. What do you think?
Mrs. Cruz could be the one having the affair. I found a bank statement from a secret account of hers.
A secret account?
Well, that's my guess. It's in her own name and hidden in her jewelry box.
But how could she open her own account or withdraw money from it without her good old husband's approval?
I don't know. Maybe she had help from a friend? Or a lover.
Oh.
And that's not all. The account was emptied about a week ago. A withdrawal of $5,000.
That's no pocket change. It sure sounds like she's planning to run away.
Yeah. I'll go and have a look at the vent that's mentioned in the message. Just to be sure we're on the right track.
Yeah, good idea, Bean. I'm about to go on break, so if you need my help again, just ask Andrew to patch you through to the break room.
All right. Enjoy your break.
Oh, I will.
I will leave notes in the vent next to your room. But which vent? Now's probably not a good time to disturb Bernard. Can't open these without a screwdriver. Shoot, no screwdriver. What's life without a little challenge? Oh, Eugene, I had no idea. Wait, Sophie, you don't need these. Be careful. It's a slippery slope towards becoming a hoarder. Highest priority, huh? That means Eugene's probably working in Bernard's office right now. Eugene must be down in Bernard's office. I should go ask him for a screwdriver. Maybe I shouldn't wander around with my pockets full. Is there anything I can put down? Maybe I shouldn't wander around with my pockets full. Is there anything I can put down? I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile.
It's, Miss Belivet, isn't it?
What? Oh, Roy.
Oh, right. You're the one who took last week off, aren't you? You had to, take care of your sister, I think?
Mother. My mother. She...
No, I hope this doesn't become a recurring...
I understand, sir.
What are you doing here, anyway?
No. I'm just getting a screwdriver.
A screwdriver? What for?
Loose vent.
Well, that sounds like a job for Eugene, doesn't it?
Yes. You're right.
Then leave the repairs to him.
Okay. I will.
Well, don't you look mischievous. Hey, Bean. If you're planning to give Bernard a good scare, sign me up.
No, I'm looking for a screwdriver. For the vent. Linda asked Eugene to fix Bernard's window.
Oh, I see.
Eugene?
What the hell? You'd better go and take a look. I'll stand guard by the elevator, and make some noise if I see Bernard coming.
Okay, thanks. I'll be quick. Opposing something that could help so many people, just because it's close. Aha! Let's get you to that vent. Ew. Is this Linda's? Ew. Is this Linda's? Well, just look at these distinguished gentlemen. And a young Bernard. Kinda wish I worked here when Raymond was in charge. Sounds like the hotel was very different back then. With this blizzard, Bernard's office will be a skating rink by the end of the day. Best to avoid that.
Surely your break is over by now.
No, it's not.
I came by here not too long ago, and Andrew was already covering for you.
That's because I was in the ladies' room.
That's no excuse to...
It's my time of the month. You're married, aren't you? So you know how it is. I have to go more often, and sometimes I stain the furniture, and don't get me started on all the...
That's enough details. Miss Belovit, what were you doing in my office?
I was looking for a screwdriver to fix the loose vent I told you about.
Didn't I tell you to leave it to Eugene?
Yes, you did.
Then, what are you doing here? Are you suffering from short-term...
Well, it's just that...
It's my fault. The client kept complaining, and I couldn't get a hold of Eugene, so I asked her to fix the vent.
Well, that wasn't your decision to make, was it? And we call them...
Yeah, well, there are so many rules.
Come with me.
Sorry.
Now there was a problem with the...
I should move on with the investigation. Can't have Beth's sacrifice be in vain. Time to see what secrets that vent is holding. I'll be able to open the vent upstairs now.
Sorry, ma'am. How big did you say your party was again? Whew, that's big. It might be a bit difficult to... Well, maybe we could squeeze you in after the...
I guess I'm free to disturb room 508 now. But that's where Bernard and Linda were... Ew. me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hello, Bean. Anything new to report?
I found another message written in secret code.
What does it say?
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Michael? Who's that? Another husband?
I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing of a Michael in this story.
Let me check the logbook. There's a Michael staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh! Michael must be her son. I got him some extra blankets the other day so he could build a fort.
Could Marcella...
Yes?
No, never mind. So, what's next?
I guess I should go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
Well, I could call the room to make sure no one's there.
Good idea.
Hang on. You've got the all clear, Bean. Head on over.
Thanks, Beth. I'll call you back. Get to the bottom of this and find out what links these rooms together. Looks like someone grew tired of looking at your face, Mr. Beaumont. That's so sweet. I didn't do them. Those few coins in my tip jar were getting pretty lonely. They'll appreciate the company. Locked. The key has to be around here somewhere. Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time. Aha! Keys. I shouldn't put it back yet. I might still need this. I shouldn't put it back yet. I might still need this. I think I can open the chest now. I'll need another key to unlock this. Haven't I seen one just like this somewhere? That key looks so familiar. Why do I associate it with room 505? There you are. There you are. With Marcella. God knows.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth.
Bean, I've been meaning to speak with you.
Oh, about what?
Well, a little birdie told me Mr. Morgan and Mr. Cruz had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who's your little birdie?
Jacques. Apparently it got so heated he had to get involved. And listen to this. It sounds like we were on the right track, 'cause he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Wanna guess what it is?
Affair?
Bingo.
Did Jack hear anything else?
From what he told me, it seemed like wouldn't have expected.
Maybe, but...
What do you mean?
I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
Oh, and the other one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Wait, so Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that are both needed to open a mysterious chest? Yeah, there's definitely something going on here.
I think Mrs. Cruz and Mrs. Beaumont might be the ones having the affair.
That's an interesting theory. Did you find any clues that might support this?
Not really. There probably are some clues in that chest, but I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Yeah.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, hold on. I may have an idea. Get me a candle and some plaster, and maybe I can do something about that pesky chest.
How?
I'll tell you later. Just find me those things and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I manage to leave my post.
All right.
Come on, you know I wouldn't let you do...
With the renovations, there has to be plasters somewhere on this floor. I should grab some before going down. I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. Plaster and candles. Well, half the hotel's under renovation. I should be able to find plaster somewhere around here. With the renovations, there has to be plaster somewhere on this floor. I should grab some before going down. Great! This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As for the candles, doesn't Rebecca keep some in her locker downstairs? I can probably find the rest of what I need in the basement. It's locked. Fine. Keep your seat. People don't usually leave this unlocked. Off limits.
Have you asked your dean? I told him fixing the windows should be a top priority.
Oh, I'd very much like to speak to him, trust me.
Candles, candles, candles. I think Rebecca keeps a stash of them, but where? So you do have a stash of candles, but where is it?
It's locked. Yeah.
All right, we're getting somewhere.
Open sesame? Nope, no luck. Off limits.
What do you want? Are you here to apologize? Apologize?
This is probably Beth's latest project. It's really cool how she has an eye for this kind of thing. Gotta hold on to these tight. Maybe Bobby took some candles from Rebecca already. If Bobby has some of Rebecca's candles, maybe he kept them in his locker. Maybe Bobby took some candles from Rebecca already. Stash uncovered. Reb, got a candle. Now, what next? Let's see if Beth is around.
There you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, when I was little, we had padlocks on many of the farm's sheds. My dad would always lose the keys, so one day he made a mold of them using wax and plaster. I was thinking of doing the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Absolutely not. But hey, I guess we won't know until we try.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this. Okay, to start, we need to pour the wax from the pot. Have you done this before? You're a real pro. Let's give it a few. Now, time to put the key into the wax. Okay, I think you can remove it. Well, we're almost there. Just pour the cup of plaster into the mold. All right. Now we wait for it to dry.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
I don't know. I guess we'll keep poking it every now and then.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
Indeed. But I like it. It's rare that this job allows me to use my creative side.
Your creative side?
Well, granted, this key won't end up in any museum, but I enjoy the occasional artistic endeavor.
Like collages?
Yeah.
Their lack of...
I just think that fashion design... Don't get me wrong, my own creations are... I promise, underneath this
I believe you.
Oh God, that's true. Now that we're solving a mystery together, we may as well grab drinks too.
That'd be great, but I can't...
Right. You've mentioned before that...
Oh, she's okay.
Well, your mother comes first. Hey, look! I think it's dry.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Yeah, probably not. Well, I should get back upstairs before Bernard notices my absence, if he hasn't already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and be careful while turning it, okay? You wouldn't want it to break inside the lock.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
No problem.
I've got 2 keys. Now, let's test them out. Be careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break. Oh, shoot. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. Please do sure. Huh. Marcella invited you to the movies. Let me guess. You said yes. That riddle's a toughie. Maybe I need a fresh pair of eyes on it. There's no shame in asking for help, Sophie. 2 heads are better than 1, especially when dealing with riddles. That riddle's a toughie. Maybe I need a fresh pair of eyes on it. There's no shame in asking for help, Sophie. 2 heads are better than 1, especially when dealing with riddles. That novelist, Bridget Boswell, after all this, turns out you're a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet.
This straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz are some kind of star-crossed lovers?
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Well, I may be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Oh, some mail arrived earlier for Mrs. Beaumont.
You've opened it, right?
Me? Disregarding someone's privacy? Of course I did.
I'm a bad influence on you.
Or have we been bad influences on each other? I guess we'll never know.
So, what's in it?
It's 3 train tickets, and, there's a tourism pamphlet for California.
California?
Well, it makes sense. It's much more progressive there than it is here.
So, Anne and Marcella want to go there to live their love freely.
Anne and Marcella, huh? You 3 are best pals now?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah. But what about Mr. Morgan, though? I mean, Paul. How does he fit into all of this?
I'm not sure exactly. I'd say Hector hired him.
But...
well...
wow.
I guess we'll never know.
It's always been about Anne and
Exactly.
Well, it feels a tad anticlimactic.
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
It sure did. You know, after today, I think I get why you're so I try to forget they exist as soon as I'm done interacting with them. But, well, even the most put-together person could be an
What about you? Who is Beth Lambert?
I like to think that with me, But maybe an extra Snoopy super slip. Maybe ones I didn't even know I had.
Challenge accepted.
Come see me when your shift ends, alright? We could leave together if you want.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
Ooh, a sleepover. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
I know, but isn't my way so much more fun?
Well, we could take a page out of Michael's book and decorate it, and then spend the night throwing stuff at Bernard whenever he comes through the lobby.
Oh, now you're talking.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave. That ringing. Sounds like the elevator doors are jammed. Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What happened? Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him? Is this about Paul? Does that mean... Please let there be someone around who can help. Oh, so Paul's work with Marcella was to follow her around. He followed Marcella to Montreal even though she was done with her research. Poor Paul. So Paul just needed to pass the time while Marcella was 9:45? So Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504. I have to get the power back on. The fuse box. Just get to the fuse box in the janitor's closet, Sophie. It's not far. I have to get the power back on.
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier. I don't think there's anything here that would help me. Might need this to restore power. That worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back. How does Eugene do this again? Fuses. I probably need new fuses. How does Eugene do this again? Fuses. I probably need new fuses. I don't think there's anything here that would help me. Nothing. Maybe I need to move some things around. Nothing. Maybe I need to move some things around. No combination, no entry. How did this end up here? Power's back. Now I should go down to the lobby. Call the police. Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be able to come back. I have to contact the police. I should be able to call from the front desk. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Beth? Where is everyone?
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you. Now, I just have to wait for the police. Is this the brochure Beth was talking about? The one that came in the mail for Anne? So Anne and Marcella really are planning to run off together. Was what happened to Hector part of their plan?
Oh, hey you. Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No point in working in the dark. Sophie? Bean, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Hey, is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector.
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
You don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Oh, merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint. Have you called the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
I found something on Hector that would point to that. Yes.
Wait, so you touched the body? The dead body?
I mean, yes, kind of.
Sophie, rule number 1 when stumbling upon a dead body. Do not touch. It could really get you in trouble. So, what did you find?
There was this letter that made it sound like Marcella would get...
Ugh. Throw the affair into the mix and you get a pretty good motive.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm probably going to hell for saying this. Who am I kidding? I'm going to hell anyway. But I can't really blame her if she did it.
Yeah. Not being able to be with the person you love must be... I can understand wanting to find a way to escape.
You can?
I mean, I can't excuse murder, but... I understand.
I'm glad you do. You know... I've been with a woman before. Ziva Rivers. She's a photographer in New York. We were together for a while, and I was so in love. It was like a fire a rain couldn't put out. I guess like anything that intense, it wasn't meant to last, but while it lasted, I was the happiest I've ever been. And if something had come between us, kept us apart, I would have done just about anything to be with her. Maybe... well, maybe that's what happened here with Anne and Marcella.
Thank you. Thank you for...
Maybe now you can understand why. I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of... I'd really like for us to be more than just friends.
Yeah. I'd like that too.
That's... That's great. The police is here. Just be mindful of what you tell them, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up. So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
I might have touched a few things. Just to figure out what had happened to Mr. Cruz.
Of course you did. Why so many witnesses can't help but compromise the evidence is just beyond me. Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
I just assumed. What with all the blood.
I'm afraid I don't believe that, Miss Roy. It's more than an assumption, isn't it?
I'm not sure I understand what you...
I know you like going through your guests' personal belongings. Safes in suitcases left wide open. Guests' personal notes left lying around. Makeshift keys left inside of locks. You haven't exactly been subtle about it, have you?
Oh.
Now, unless you want me to arrest you for violating your guests' privacy, I suggest you tell me everything you know.
All right.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcela Cruz. Apparently, she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
She's having an affair, but it's not what you think. She's been in love with another woman since college. They've been apart for more than than 10 years, and now
Yes, I know all about Mrs. Cruz and Mrs. Beaumont's sexual deviance. Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
What do you mean?
I'm asking if you've seen them being, you know, intimate.
No, I haven't. No.
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps? Imagine what kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
What are you trying to imply? That Mrs. Cruz killed her husband because she hates men?
I've seen it before from lesbians.
Oh, this has nothing to do with hate. It's about love. Not that you'd understand.
Oh, and you think you do? Then please, enlighten me.
She's brave enough to be with the one she loves. That doesn't make her a criminal. That doesn't mean she killed her husband.
I'm starting to worry you may be one of them, Miss Roy, since you're so eager to defend these
And I
deviants.
worry about your ability to do your job, Detective, since you seem to be such a—
Enough! One more word, just one more word, and you'll be spending the rest of your night in a cell. Now get the hell out of here. I've had enough of you.
Was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough. Let's go see what Bernard wants. The atmosphere is so different in here. It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens.
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth!
Hey.
Are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No,
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in. I suppose you know why you're here?
I would guess it has something to do with the murder.
Well, you'd be right about that. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable to have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act. Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
Thank you.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes. Why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
You can't fire me. Because I quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit. It's all the same to me. Just make sure to empty your locker before the end of the month. That'll be all.
Hey.
Hey.
What a week.
Yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
I quit. I figured there was no point in staying if you were leaving.
I appreciate the solidarity, but you really didn't have to do that.
I think it's for the best. Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel, so I may have lost my cool a little.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
So, what's next for you?
I think I'm done working under Bernard's or Linda's. I could see myself owning my own establishment, one that caters to the right kind of crowd. Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, you know, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious hotel. But maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar, instead of a reception desk. I don't know. Is that silly?
No, it's not. In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Thank you. I'm really glad you're in my life.
Me too. What do you think will happen to them?
Who?
Sorry, my mind wanders sometimes. I meant Paul, Anne, and Marcella. Do you think they'll be released?
Yeah, I think so. Paul will probably become a famed photographer. His portrait of you will be hanged at the Louvre, entitled The Inconspicuous Maid. It will sell for millions.
Is that so?
Yeah. And Anne and Marcella will ride into the sunset on the back of 2 Appaloozas, watching over their newly acquired ranch. They'll be constantly followed by their only sheep. They'll call him Paul, for old time's sake.
I like that. I just want them...